concept that I want to go over in this track is what I call a mud pie. And if you've heard me talk about that already in like other videos online, well then, sorry about hearing it again, I suppose, but I'm sure Ben will have like some interesting stuff to add to the conversation anyway. But basically the point of this whole thing is that like, I feel like everyone can make a beat, right? Like everyone can make a beat that sounds like this. It's like the simplest thing ever. Like anyone can go on Splice, download a kick, a snare, a hi-hat, and make a sub patch with a sine wave. But then what makes a song interesting, especially in the electronic music world when you're doing this like weird banger type stuff, is pretty much all the sound design and the editing and stuff. That's kind of what keeps interest. And sometimes a riff, a riff can be nice too. But generally I find the most interesting thing about these kind of beats to be the sound design. So this is what the beat sounds like with no sound design. Simplest thing ever. And then this is what it sounds like with all the sound design. It's literally the exact same thing with just a shitload of sound design on top of it. It's like a kick, snare, and a sub, basically, and then tons of stuff. So this is all the stuff that was just omitted in the first place. So now we're going to talk about how to make that, because it seems pretty complicated, right? Like if you listen to it, there's a lot of stuff going on. You're like, wow, there's like 2 million sounds a second. How did that happen? But it's actually quite simple. It's not difficult at all. And you can kind of like front load a lot of the work by making what's called a mud pie. So pretty much what a mud pie is it's just a long file of sound design. So for instance, I believe either Woolg or Ben made this mud pie. And it's just a long file that sounds like this. Prepare your anus. It is. It's just a bunch of noise, basically. But then with careful editing and interesting effects and stuff like that, you can sort of chop all of that up to make a riff, right? So the resulting thing of, like the resulting edited parts of that would sound like this. So that's the concept, pretty simple. So then now I'll just go over, I guess, a quick like live demonstration of what that might look like.
If you're an aspiring music producer and ready to evolve your sound, find out more about our San Francisco ground campus, online classes, and one-on-one mentorships at Pyramind.com.